Coming to you casually today, I'm going to talk a little bit about follow-up. I'm doing a ton of it today. Sean Larkin here. Wanted to just do a little video on follow-up today. Take a moment to subscribe, like the video, comment. Love to get some comments on this and other folks' feedback. But mention follow-up, and I am definitely casual today. It is snowing. There's ice outside. It's just an awesome day in central Kentucky. But follow-up, 8 items on follow-up. I've talked a little bit about follow-up in my past videos. But today I want to talk specifically 8 ideas on follow-up and ways that I do follow-up. And I don't necessarily do every one of these follow-ups on every particular opportunity. But I mentioned before, follow-up is something that is really important in the sales world. And typically a sale is not going to occur on that first call. I mean, there's occasions where that's the case. But typically, and I'm just going to look at statistics here, sales made on first contact 2% of the time, second contact 3% of the time, third contact 5% of the time, fourth 10% of the time, and from the 5th to the 12th and beyond contact, you're looking at roughly 80% of the time. That's when it's made. So if you look at those numbers, you're talking, 8 out of 10 times it's going to be that sale is made on that 5th and beyond contact. And my goodness, I've had some deals that's taken 3+ years to complete because there's a lot of things that are in the mix. There could be a contract that they're under. There could be a lot of circumstances that are out of your control. So you need to have some strategies to really help with contact and on those follow-ups, because it can't just be the same thing every time. Hey, this is Sean, following up, blah, blah, blah. That it can't be a call every single time. You got to mix it up. Got to be creative. And there's 8 different methods that, and some of this is from, as I've mentioned before, going through coaching with the Cardone folks, and talks about some of these things, but I want to go over these. The first one, obviously, is phone calls. You got to have a plan, and that's the other thing too, is you need to plan these things out. You can't just randomly do them. I'm sure, if you're in sales, I'm hoping you're using a CRM. Excel spreadsheet, something to track this. You got to use a CRM, ultimately, in my opinion. Take it or leave it. But phone calls, obviously, that's the number one way to follow up. But other ways to follow up: email. Email's great, and I do a lot of email. The issue with email is that we all get bombarded with email. The statistics I've seen, you're looking at about a 20% open rate on that. And, there's a lot of factors as to why that is. Another method is texting. I always like to try to find out if my potential client is open to text messages. Because if they are, that definitely makes it easier to at least to know that they're open to text messages. And statistically, up to about 98% of text messages are read. I mean, that's gold. I mean, you want to get a message in front of somebody, that's a way to do it. Another way to do follow-up is just drop in. Just say, hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Thought I'd stop in. It's Sean over here at Creekmore Marketing. We've talked, emailed. Just wanted to say hi, see how things are going, see your facility. Another way that you can do follow-up is what a lot of people like to call snail mail. And I actually do a good bit of that. I'm an active sender of cards, thank you cards, follow-up cards, birthday cards, holiday cards, you name it. But definitely think that's a really great way to do follow-up. Another is, and this is one that one that Cardone mentions, is random gifts. Just to kind of break the monotony up of all the follow-up. Another one is, and this is one that I think goes unused a lot, is friends. And by that, what I mean is your network, your folks that you that you're good friends with, that you go to church with, that you go to events with. tap into them. If you got somebody that you're really trying to reconnect with and just is in that process and, you're having struggles, look on, call them and say, hey, I saw on LinkedIn that you're connected to Jim over at XYZ company. I've been trying to reconnect with him. Could you help me out? And I'm going to say 99 out of 100 times they're going to say, absolutely, be glad to. I play golf with Jim, or our kids go to school together, or whatever. And then the last one is more of something that's a retargeting thing where that's more of an advanced strategy, but that's another way that you can do follow-up, and it's more stealthy, so that's another way. So there's 8 methods of follow-up there. I'll go over them again real quick. Phone calls, emails, text messages, in-person visits, old snail mail, random gifts, your network, don't forget them, and retargeting. So those are some methods for follow-up. Again, today is a big follow-up day for me, and I got a lot of follow-up to do, and I'm going to be utilizing a good number of these strategies today, and you may be getting some follow-up from me, so yourself. So anyway, thanks for checking the video out. Again, make sure to like and subscribe, and love to see some comments on this, but go out and make it a great day.